times 9. Is my 9 the correct way? Good, sometimes I can't write upside down. All right, you're up, sir. What number do you have? Ooh, our first one in the center. Kyle, why did Andrew put this in the middle?
Because 3 times 1 equals 3 and 3 times 10 equals 30.
Ooh, okay, so we know it's a factor of 30, and we know it's a multiple of 3. Now, Tegan, I want you to repeat what Kyle just said. Why is this going in the middle?
Because it's a factor of 30 and
Prove to me it's a factor of 30. Why?
because you can do 3 times 10 and you get 30, and you can also, and for multiples of 3, it is 3, so it has
You got
to
it.
be multiple.
You got it. It's the first one. So how do we get 3 when we multiply T?
You do 3 times 1.
You got it. All right, I'm going to give you all one more before we move on our own, okay? So think to yourself, where is this going to go on our Venn diagram? Is it going to be a factor of 30? Is it going to be a multiple of 3? Or is it going to be in the center because they have common characteristics?
Or outside.
Or the outside. Why don't you look at your neighbor, show them your card, and tell them, whisper where you think it's going to go. To look at Andrew. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you're ready.
It's not actually.
Sit up. All right, we're going to start on this side. Andrew, got 18. Kimberly, why did you put 18 here? Do you agree with him?
Yeah. 6 times 3 equals 18.
Good. Very good. Teague, you're up, girl. Tegan, how'd you know this wasn't a 6?
Because it was on your line.
Very good, and that's a really important thing that we know too when working with numbers, okay? So Tegan put her 9 in multiples of 3, and Kyle, why?
Because 3 times 3 equals 9.
Very good. You guys are getting this. You're doing wonderful. Kimberly, you're up. We have an outsider again. Did you get the outsider last time?
Yeah.
You're special. All right, why did she put 4 on the outside? Why is 4 not a factor and not a multiple? Do you want to explain for us?
Because 4 times nothing equals 30, and 3 times nothing equals 2.
I like how you said that. Let's try and use some math words. Instead of saying 4 times nothing is 30, what else could we say using some of our math words?
4 isn't a factor of 30.
4 is not a factor of 30. I like it. Could we say 30 is not what by 4? It's that word we talked about using. Light bulb go off? What is it?
It's not multiple.
No? Well, let's go with the factor. So 30 is not what by 4? 4 can't go into 30, so it's not going to be what?
Divisible.
You rock. It's not divisible. Okay, who's up? Levi. Another outsider. Okay, why? This person. Why did he put 32 out there? Let's use
42 times nothing. 42 times nothing equals 3. And 3 times nothing equals 42.
Okay, let's go back over here. You said 32 times nothing equals 30. Would we times when we're using the word factors?
No.
No. Well, that's okay. Let's look at a different way to say this. Is 32 a what of 30? Is 32 a factor of 30? Is 30 divisible by 32? Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you understand this. I think you guys do. You did a really good job with it. So you're going to practice with a first, okay? Each bag. I'm going to give you new baggies here. you guys remember how your two baggies were separated in the beginning? Okay, so one baggie is gonna have your number cards in it, and the other baggie, what's gonna be in the other bag? We need numbers and we need, Kimberly? Labels. Now, there are several labels in here. There's like 10 of them. So I'm gonna challenge you guys. You're gonna work together, okay? So you can use one Venn diagram at a time, because then you'll do it on your own. Partner work together. Pick out 2 of the labels. Before you get any numbers out of here, I want you to talk like we did in whole group, okay? So like we had factors of 30 and we had multiples of 3. Right away I said to you guys, what can you tell me about these 2 labels? Do you think any numbers might be in the middle? Do you think there might be numbers that are different? Okay, so before you even look at your numbers, talk about your labels, okay? There might be some labels in there where they're only going to be in common, or there'll be nothing in common, okay? And it's better for you guys to kind of talk about that right off the bat, okay? These 2 picked out these 2 labels. They weren't even looking when they happened to pick out these 2 numbers, these 2 words. You go. Why did you do that?
Because we're talking about prime and composite numbers.
Okay, so we've been focusing on that in class. Why else? What can you guys tell me about these? And our Venn diagram. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Tell somebody next to you. All right, Levi, what's going to happen?
Nothing. There's not going to be anything in the middle.
There's not going to be anything in the middle. Why? Why, Teague?
Because they're pretty much opposite.
They are opposites. You got it. We just talked about that. Just like our thing over here, we don't. So we said, why don't we have a Venn diagram? We don't need a Venn diagram because they don't share any common numbers. Okay? Thank you for pulling those 2 out. All right, go ahead, guys. That works. That's a good one. Derek, you looking for something, honey? A number card?
Yeah. What number?
We want to do another one. That's 26 and that's 1, so it's not that good.
Can be multiplied by 10 times 1, 5 times 2. And
Also, there's a lot of cards.
Okay, you're going to practice. I was going to say pick another label, but that's okay. You can practice with that. Yes. Well, why want you to work together first? Just talk with each other through the process, okay? So look at Kimberly's and work together with her.
or 8 times 5.
Levi, talk with Kimberly and work through it together.
Oh, dear.
What's your number right now?
5 is 12.
Okay. It's both of your numbers. You're going to share it together. I want you to just do one Venn diagram now. So you're working together, okay? So Kimberly, you have the number. Okay. So what are you guys thinking? Talk about that number together. So remember we used the word divisible by? Right?
That's going to go in the outside.
Yes, Levi. Good. Why?
Because you can't do
7 times 3.
Do you agree with him, Kimberly? Do you understand that? Yeah, 12 times nothing is going to get 12 will not go into the number 10. Just kind of sounds silly, right? All right, what about over here? What's your new number? Probably. What do you think, Kimberly? Good. Keep going. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at you guys. Multiples of 4, multiples of 3. Why is this in the middle?
Because you can do 4 times 3 and you get 12.
Do you think there's going to be another number that can go in the middle?
That's correct. Because 8 times
Listen to what he just said. He moved this to over here. Why did he do that? So 24 was in a multiple of 4. And he just moved it over. Why? Yes. So it's not necessarily just your headings. So you don't want to just do that. So do you see any other numbers you put in here that might go in the middle? I see one. What do you think? It's 4 a factor of 32? Is 3 a factor of 32? No, so that won't work.
A factor of 10.
36.
Hold on, let's get started with 36. Why?
You can do 10 times 4.